You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge
Alex Sen.
The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final. This is Judge
Alex.
Order. Order in the court. Today is the day we decide if Henry Clay is a landmark legislative compromiser who formed the principles of American government or a selfish political bureaucrat willing to do anything for his own gain. Henry Clay participated in a multitude of events during his lifetime. The War of 1812, the Treaty of Ghent, the American Colonization Society, the American System, the Corrupt Bargain, the Missouri Compromise, the Slave Freedom Suit, and the Compromise of 1850. During the War of 1812, Henry Clay was a war hawk, meaning he advocated for the war. This bloody war was a significant loss for America and resulted in the burning of Washington, D.C. In fact, this war nearly cost America its independence during its infancy. After this conflict, Henry Clay was an American negotiator at the Treaty of Ghent. This was a hypocritical gesture, especially when you consider Clay's earlier involvement in advocating for the necessity of war. The next venture that Clay embarked on was the American Colonization Society. This organization believed that slaves should be sent back to Africa, especially Liberia, in order to rectify the prior evils of slavery. While this initially sounds like a good idea, many abolitionists later criticized the organization. They often said that colonization was the slaveholder's scheme and the society's works were propaganda used to soften the continuation of slavery in the United States.
So, as you can see, the American Colonization Society is a wonderful organization.
While up to this point, it may seem as though Clay is a failure, though this turns around through his new economic plan called the American System. This plan was composed of three parts: tariffs on imports to protect American business, creation of infrastructure, and the establishment of the Second Bank of the United States.
I propose that we have a national bank and build roads and bridges and finally set tariffs to protect American businesses.
As you can see, many people, including John C. Calhoun and John Quincy Adams, supported this plan for economic growth. It was called genius by many, including a middle-aged APWH teacher on the opposite hall. Henry Clay's next endeavor was the corrupt bargain, so called by Jackson supporters. This under-the-table deal gave Henry Clay the Secretary of State position in exchange for convincing the House to swear in John Quincy Adams as president. As one may imagine, this enraged Andrew Jackson supporters as he did not become president. The next two events are where Clay received the nickname of the Great Compromiser. The Compromise of 1820 and 1850 created an invisible line that would set the precedent for free states and slave states. It admitted California as a free state and amended the Fugitive Slave Act and made slave trade legal in D.C. These were well received and are credited by many historians to relieve social tensions leading up to the Civil War. The last controversial event that Henry Clay was involved with was the Slave Freedom Suit. Charlotte DuPois sued Clay for her freedom and was denied by the court system. This prompted the criticism of abolitionists across the young nation. Well, it seems like this Clay character is certainly interesting. We'll have to see what the jury decides next time on Judge Alex.